the volume, let the guitar scream. We're talking wrestling, living the dream. From Tokyo to London, across the globe, respecting the craft, we're in the know. No gimmicks or fakes, just pure passion and skill. The best talents from every wrestling hill. We dive deep into the stories behind the ring. Respecting the craft, making the fans sing. Respect the craft, making the fans sing. Respect the craft, respect the fight. We bring the best, we can't hide. You hear the sirens, that can only mean one thing. We are live. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Respect the Craft. This is episode number 322, and I'm joined once again by the current reigning and defending TCW and Funhouse heavyweight champion, PJ Savage. What's going on, brother? What's going on?
Not much, man. Same old, same old. Got a lot of work coming up, and in the zone. Not in the zone, but I'm in the zone. So it's a weird place to be mentally. So we're here, man. We're here. We're working, baby.
I can only imagine there's a lot. There's definitely a lot going on right now. There's a lot we're gonna discuss tonight. Main reason I wanted to have you on was almost a follow-up from last Friday's episode. It kind of worked out. Last Friday we had Jerry on. Tonight we have you, and I feel like this needed to happen. We need to get your thoughts because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Before we get to any of that, shout out to Tyson. No, don't worry. It's not a tornado. It's just when those sirens playing, you know a Savage ain't too far away. No, I'm not being put through a table, Kenny. What's going on, man?
Never know. Come Saturday, you might see Raymond go through a table.
I gotta be careful, man. I pissed off a lot of people these last few weeks on the podcast.
You're pretty close to Anthony getting going too. I don't know, man. I don't know. He's been going for my friends. I might have to go for some of his friends.
But I thought we were. But before we try to figure that out, we got the boss man in the chat. What's going on, Billy? We got Theo Monster Mac, the GM himself, in the chat. What's going on? Saying PJ Savage is the future of the biz. Definitely so. Oh man, we stop trying to put me through a table, y'all. And then Kenny saying,
I'm there, brother.
We got Charlie in the chat. What's going on, Charlie? And I'm not trying to, Theo. That's the worst part. I'm doing it accidentally. I'm just trying to be a journalist here. I'm doing what Titan pays me to do. That's all I'm doing. And somehow I piss people off. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's all good. It's all good. As long as we don't piss off PJ Savage tonight, I think we're doing okay. I think
pissed off.
Well, at least it's not personally at me right now. After my questions, though, that might change, unfortunately, because like I said, we are here. One of the main reasons we're here for is tomorrow's huge event. It will be Savage Intentions, a Halloween horror night as the spooky season arrives in Titan Championship Wrestling. But also, it's a big night for you, man, because you're walking into a calendar year as TCW heavyweight champion. Before we get into all the other stuff, I want to ask you just that feeling right there. How is that, knowing that you're walking in tomorrow a full year as TCW heavyweight champion?
Yeah, man, that's I've thought about that heavily, very heavily. There was a lot of emotions that went into just getting into that building last year at Hoboken, and the lead up to that match with Gangon. There was a lot that went into it, a lot of emotion, a lot of thought, and it's crazy that a year to the day, it's the same thing. There's a lot of emotion behind it, although different. There's a lot of mental games in this and personal stuff. It's different, but the fact that I've been holding this belt for a whole year, man. Like, it means a lot to me. I remember the first time I seen it. It was at the free for all. I'll never forget it, bro. And the first thing I thought was, oh, that was Hulk Hogan's belt. Like, that was the first thing that went through my mind. It feels good, man. It feels good to represent Titan. It feels good to be the face of Titan Championship Wrestling because I want that pressure. I want that mounted on my back. I want to be that guy. I always wanted to be that guy. And Titan saw that I wanted to be that guy. And I could deliver on multiple levels. No matter what I'm going through in life, I'm going to deliver. I might look tired. I might look stressed out. I might look beat up. I might have a shit personal life going on right now. But tomorrow night, I'm going to show up once them sirens hit. And it's PJ Savage is going to show up in full force. Full tornado warnings. Tornadoes will be hitting that ring. And Jacko's going to have a beating like he's never had come for him. And me and Jacko are going to put on a show Hulk Hogan's never seen before. I'll tell you that much.
Definitely, man. And no, like, when you look at that reign, I've had the pleasure of calling multiple of those championship matches. And it's not been an easy time, man. Going through opponents like Joey Conway, going through opponents like the legend himself, Joel Maximo, going through the Brooklyn Outlaw Donovan, going through not once but twice the American Kaiju Jeff Noyes, going through Adam Arsenal. Like, the list can go on and on. It has not been an easy task as TCW heavyweight champion.
No, and I wouldn't want it to be. I want to hold this belt for a whole nother year, and I want it to be even harder. I grow with each battle. Every time I face somebody, whether I come out a win or I lose, I come out stronger for it, no matter what. And facing the guys that I face with, getting put through test after test after test, that's what I'm built for, man. I remember before I became champion, I was in Mount Olympus. I was the #1 entrant, and I was in there for 77 minutes. 77 minutes only to get eliminated second to last. Came up short. Faced Kobe Carino in North Carolina in the heat of the summer on a mat that was burning me more than anything. And we went 30 minutes and tore the house down. Where people on the roster and people just in general thought I couldn't hang with a Kobe Carino. And I showed I could do much more than that and surpass it. And being in the ring and being tested with Homicide, which is still the biggest test of my career, next to facing Monster Mac 2 times. So there's a lot of things that I've been through to get me here and make me battle tested. And nights like tomorrow night, which would crumble a regular man, which would take somebody out and have somebody go through every emotion there is. And for me, tomorrow night's another ass whipping. I'm going to step into that ring. I'm going to seek, destroy, and be 1,000% savage. So, and it's like I flipped the light switch and there's no stopping me, bro. I'm a brick wall. I run through anything. I'm a juggernaut of this.
Got you, man. No, definitely. And here we go. We got a man you'll be facing next week, Adrian Santos, El Jefe. The current wrestling is now heavyweight champion in the chat. I guess he's watching for obvious reasons here. We got Lonnie saying PJ Savage. We got some love there for PJ. We got Steven Persons in the chat saying awesome to see. What's going on?
Love you, brother.
But now it's time to start getting into why this is the reason we're here, the personal side of all this that started a few weeks ago at Guerrilla Warfare, where earlier in the night we see a huge middleweight championship match, an I Quit match to kick off the show. And we see someone that you know very well, man, you once called a brother here. Someone you'll still say you have that love like a brother. But right now there's a lot of friction going on. And we see Jacko do the unthinkable and just berate and just attack one Jay Outcast. He put down Jerry and blaming him and mentally just abusing him there for causing apparently all this, for him being the reason all this is happening. And we see you come to the ring to put to a stop to all this. And you put out the challenge, man. You say it because it's the full year. You wanted to choose the best. You wanted to choose your opponent for Savage's Vengeance. and you throw down that gauntlet to Jacko. Just talk to us that, man. What's going through your mind to be like, you know what? And before we even get to what happens later on the night, you decide to throw that out there. What's going through your mind then to be like, you know what? Let's do this in the ring. Brother versus brother.
The moment he lost, I already knew what I was going to do. I already knew he was the one I was going to choose. And I say that because the actions that happened later, I already knew they were boiling. Look, there's no mistaking Jacko's a good old Gleason's boy, just like me, just like a particular group that we were in together, where we were brothers. And no matter what, we would take over. And since those years began, there was a common denominator of the person that always got stepped on. And it was always Jacko. Why? I don't know. Because Jacko was the guy that no matter what, he stood next to you. No matter what, he was your brother. No matter what, he was his friend, and his friend, and his friend. Jacko was always in the middle. It's always there. And that's why his wrestling career was always in the middle. Jacko never wanted to take the jump. He never wanted it. He never wanted to be that guy in the front. When I was going to war with Bougie, it was because it was who wanted to be that number one guy and who was in the middle going, hey, guys, we can coexist. It was Jacko. Jacko didn't even want that spot. He wanted to just grow. He wanted to learn. And you know what? I seen it brewing. I seen it coming months in advance. Jacko stopped answering calls. Jacko stopped being a friend. Jacko stopped being the guy in the middle. And I wasn't even mad at him, brother. I was happy because I knew he was starting to grow. He was starting to go, I wanted to be the guy now. I want to be that guy. So I'm going to wrestle everybody. No one thinks I'm as good as. I'm going to, whether I win or lose, I'm going to get better. Started to follow everything I did. I laid the groundwork out for a lot of these guys, and they can deny it all they want. When I hit the scene 2-3 years ago, no one knew me. No one believed in me. I was just the guy that was Johnny Rod's heavyweight champion for 4 years. They wished I stood in Johnny. So when I came out, I had to break down every door, every barrier, every company. I had to go through obstacle after obstacle just to get on rosters because I had no trainer paying for spots for me. But you know what? Because I went through that, I let my brothers follow in with me. So they didn't have to break down those doors. So I had my brothers come in everywhere I went. And maybe that was the wrong thing to do because I know me, man. You know me, Ray. There's only one thing I want to be, and that's the best. I'm not really a team player. I'm not really a guy that gets to stand in the back and lets the other guy speak. No, I'm going to stand in the front. I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to do what I do best, and that's be the fucking best wrestler there is. And I'm going to prove everybody wrong, and I'm going to get my contract, and I'm going to stand on the grandest stages of them all, and I'm going to be number one on every goddamn list in the world. That's what I do. That's what I bring to the table. That's who I am. So you think I'm going to sit back and let some other fucking mojos try to take my spot? Hell no, especially if you want to hang out in the middle. You want to hang out in the middle? That's you, brother. You want to give me the spot? That's you, brother. But the moment anytime anyone wants to challenge that spot with me, I had this agreement amongst my brothers. And you know who's a part of that agreement? Jay Outcast. He's a part of that agreement because he was a part of that family. He was. And in that agreement, in that pact was, hey, brothers, look. We walk into companies. We are now the best that company has, bar none. That's why the roster doesn't like us. That's why no one likes us on the scene. That's why people don't like me. Because when I walk in that locker room, I am now number one. Whether it says it or not, I will be. That's my goal. I walked into the free-for-all of Titan Championship Wrestling, where they had all these kids, with no disrespect to them, but from Monster Factory. And I knew a lot of them, like Magic and Billy and all of them, they had their eyes on certain guys. What did I do? What did I do to those eyes? Here we are, baby. Here we are, and I did it in that tryout, too. I looked at that belt, and I said it was mine. And look, it's been sitting on my goddamn shoulder for a whole year, and I've been on the scene less than every single member on that roster combined. But who was behind me? Who's my brother? Who helped me get to these spots? It was Jacko. But we was in other companies where Jacko tried to step up, and what happened? I stepped him down. So I'm on this path of, you know what? I want the best. If you're hungry and you want it, I want you to step in front of me, and I want to see what your best looks like against my best. That is my whole persona. That is me. That is PJ Savage. How good are you? You think you're number one? Stand in front of me and watch me hit you with a knee. 1, 2, 3. Good night. Go home. Take my belts to my sons. That's it. But now you see Jacko. Jacko's a different animal now. And I knew this was going to happen. Although I wish I would have got to him soon and said, hey, because you know what, maybe if I would have challenged him, he would have never did what he did to Jerry, but he probably would have did it to me. As we saw later on that night, as you saw, he hit me with a monitor from the commentary table.
We still needed that monitor, man. He broke that monitor over you.
Oh, don't worry, don't worry. You see the other monitor I saved. There was 2 on that table. And one of them is sitting right there. And it has Jacko's name on it. You see, me and Jacko are gonna make some magic tomorrow night, because that's what we do. We brothers. We've clawed, we've fought, we've trained. He knows everything I know. We know how we tick. We know all our switches. We know all our lights. So it's magic when I'm in the ring with a brother. And it's the main event. And if I get past Jacko, I officially hit 1 year as the heavyweight champion, Titan Championship Wrestling. Nothing is going to stop me. This is my company. This is my house. This is where I lay my groundwork. This is the foundation I set. This is where I show all the big companies I can handle anything you throw at me, because Titan Championship Wrestling is trying and aspiring to be one of the biggest independent companies there is out there when it comes to productions, to everything they do on the back end. Titan is doing everything to put their foot on the gas pedal and turn TCW into something so prestigious. Who's on the forefront of that? You think Jacko and his vendetta of him growing into the wrestler he aspires to be in his mind, that he's going to stop me? No, because he is not a finished product yet. We are going to beat the hell out of each other come Savage Intentions tomorrow night. We are going to destroy each other. We are going to beat each other limb for limb, and we are both going to like every second of it. Hell, he might be bleeding, I might be bleeding, there might be scars all over our body, and we're going to look at each other through all the grit, all the sweat, all the blood, and all the tears, and me and him are going to smile. Because we know that we're making each other better. Iron sharpens iron, but on tomorrow night, it's not a prediction, it's a spoiler, to quote the great Paul Heyman. And still, whether Jerry's in the ring, Anthony Gangone's in the ring, Billy Fetsky's in the ring, Monster Max in the ring, no, nothing's going to change the outcome of this. Nothing at all. And then one thing I want to point out about tomorrow, which makes me very, very dangerous. You see, I had all the pressure in the world going into last year's event with Anthony Gangone in Hoboken. And I have that same amount of pressure on me now. I know what it feels like. I've made this shot before. I'm going to make it again. Over and over again. It's going to take something. I don't know, man. I don't see nothing on the horizon right now that's going to take out PJ Savage and take these championships off of my shoulders. I don't see anything doing that. Hell, Monster Mac might have to come out of retirement. Hell, you know, quite honestly speaking, there's probably one challenge that maybe would make me even doubt myself, and that's Homicide challenged me for the belts. But Jacko's going to feel me that I'm on another level, and I'm going to feel him because I know he's on another level. But there's something about Big Brother. And he knows I'm Big Brother. He's going to laugh it. He's going to hate it. But he's going to look me in my eyes and he's going to know he sees another type of monster in me. I don't even know this monster I've become. I've become numb to a lot of things. I've gotten to a point in my career, Raymond, and this is real. I could be in the worst place mentally, professionally. I could have negative dollars in my bank account. I can go through stress that will break the strongest of men mentally. But when those sirens hit, I am on a whole nother level that does not get distracted, that does not waver, that does not fall. I am PJ Savage when I walk through those curtains, and I am on a mission that is beyond savage intentions. And there's nothing that's going to stop me to achieve what I'm set out to achieve. Nothing. Point blank, period, baby.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. But before we continue here, I want to acknowledge the chat just a little bit because we got Nettie in the chat saying PJ. There we go.
The glue of TCW right there. That's the glue.
We got Magic in the chat here saying good luck to all you guys tomorrow. AQ Magic, thank you. The Shaolin right there. We got Casey Lykin saying sound the sirens. We did. That's how we started the show right there. We got Matthew saying, yo, what's up? What's going on, Matthew? Thank you for coming in. My brother's fighting again. They definitely are. And this is going to be something tomorrow. We got Nick Dowdy in the chat. What's going on, brother? What's going on? Here we go.
Shout out to Nick, though. Shout out to Nick. Me and him got some chemistry. There's some chemistry when I know you've seen it. You've seen it on a couple occasions now, where me and Nick is in the ring together, and he's announced to me there's something about it. There's something magical about it. Somebody's got to get a good shot of it this show because it's going to be insane tomorrow night.
Oh, man. I always say, I'm glad I do not have to do Nick's job because the way he announces you, I'm just like, my voice starts to go like, oh, man, yeah, I'm good. And I've done a little bit on commentary where I'll give you the oomph for you're coming out, but I'm like, yeah, I can't do it like Nick does. So
Nick's on another level, man. The atmosphere at Hoboken tomorrow is going to be insane.
Bro, I can't wait.
It's going to be insane, bro. The atmosphere is going to be nuts. There's a bunch of New Yorkers that's going to be there, so it's going to feel different. It's not the usual Titan crowd.
Definitely.
And, oh, man, that house is packed, and the atmosphere that we bring to the table mixed with that, man, oh, it's insane. It's insane.
Definitely. I can't wait, man. It's going to be a pleasure to call tomorrow night. We got Matt Awesome in the chat saying, PJ, that guy, Jocko is hungry. This match is going to be one for the ages. It definitely is. It definitely is. But it's so much invested in this one, man. We got Wes, Kyle, and Rocco saying hello and much love. What's going on, guys? Justin saying kick ass tomorrow, my brother. There we go. But now I got to bring this up, though, because when it comes to this matchup, like we said, you talked about the Jocko situation and all this. You're talking about that. But there is a third individual in this. Another man that you both are very well acquainted to. Another brother in this situation. And it's one Jay Outcast. Hell, like I said last week, I didn't want to talk to Jay Outcast. I wanted to talk to Jerry last week. And we saw his turmoil. I don't know if you got to catch last week's episode, PJ. But it felt like he's broken right now, man. He doesn't know where to go with this. He doesn't know what to even say about what's the possibility of what he will do tomorrow night. I tried to get a right answer out of him. I tried to get something, and I don't know, man.
Look. Jerry's is battling one demon on one shoulder and another demon on the other. He's like Matt said, man. Jacko's hungry. Peaches that guy, and like I just said, when I walk through that curtain, I'm another man, a different animal now. And at the last show, after Jacko did what he did, he beat my ass in the middle of the ring, in front of everybody. After Hellacious war with Jeff Noyes, he destroyed me in the middle of that ring. One of the very few guys to destroy me. And I went into the back with Jerry. and Jerry looked very conflicted. I watched last week. Jerry looked very conflicted. I'm going to make this very simple. Raymond, what's my last name?
That will be Savage.
That is exactly what you're going to get when I walk through the curtain tomorrow night. That means, yeah, I could be a good guy and I shake everyone's hands, but I am unchained tomorrow night. I am unleashed and I am unpredictable in every sense of the word. Unpredictable would define me tomorrow night. And what I mean by that, what does that mean, you might ask, Raymond? That means if I'm in a place where I have Jacko's shoulders down, 1, 2, 3, and Jerry, not Jay Outcast, Jerry decides he's gonna be hesitant. I could do a couple things in that moment. I could be compassionate. I could look at him and go, don't do this to me. Because I know that's the story. That's the gripe. That's what everybody thinks is going to happen. Maybe Jerry screws over PJ Savage tomorrow night. Brother, it could be my nearest, dearest, closest friend in the middle of that ring. When it comes to that 1, 2, 3, if Jerry even hesitates for the 1 count, I'm going to knock every single tooth out of his mouth. If I see a little bit of I can't, the knee's going to hit him faster than Anthony Gangone hit his knee. This is going to turn into maybe the last night in Jerry's career. And I don't care. Maybe I should be sweet talking Jerry. Maybe I should be trying to get him on my side. I am past that. I am past, you know what, man? I've always been the guy, and you know this, and a lot of people know this, man. I'm always the guy that helps out the guy behind me. I'm always the guy that helps out that guy, and that guy, and that guy. People might not see it, but PJ Savage helps out a lot of people because I was trained by those very same people that taught me to help out other people. We'll get to that. But tomorrow night, nothing's going to stop me from hitting a year. Nothing. Because there's a number I'm after. And that number belongs to Dr. Sleep himself. And I get that number in December. It's a matter of time. And it will happen. So, Jerry, if you're conflicted, I'll help you. And I'll show the world how loud you snore. So that's how hard I'm going to hit you. That answers your question about Mr. Jerry.
Very loud and clear. Very loud and clear. We got Billy Fetsky in the chat, the boss man, saying what is crushing me is that on last year's Savage Intentions, Jocko gave PJ the first hug after winning his championship. Now Jocko is coming for it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, isn't that one hell of a story, man? Jocko was the one that gave me the hug. He was the one that brought my kids into the ring. But you know what, man? Jacko's family is going to be there tomorrow. Jacko wants that same moment. He wants it, bro. He wants that same moment. But and just like in other sports, man, there's greats all around, brother. There's amazing greats. There's amazing great boxers and MMA fighters. And look at the basketball players, man. Like, there's so many greats. Like, Dominique Wilkins was the man. But there was Jordan. Vince Carter, one of the greatest basketball players of all time. But there was Kobe Bryant. The list goes on and on, man. I'm that guy. Where Jacko probably would have had his moment tomorrow night. I probably would have been handing him the belt if I wasn't who I am. I probably wouldn't be champion right now, but I am so goddamn ruthless when it comes to this belt. I done spared Jeff Noyes and put my body on the line through a ring to the outside on the concrete floor just to make sure I put him down, and then I put a wrench inside my knee and knocked all his teeth out to the next row so much so he probably can't even make the next couple shows. And people have seen what I've done to my own friend. Because in this business, we have supporters, we have fans, and we have our family members. But the one thing I feel like a lot of these wrestlers get it twisted, man. I'm in this for me. That comes with a lot of baggage, though, because if you're in this just for yourself, you're kind of fucked. But I'm in this for me, and the logos on these championships. Because when I big up the company, when I raise the company on another level, there's no doubt who's the man. There's no doubt who's the guy. There's no doubt who's going to be champion. Who's going to be the champion for all time. When Titan Championship Wrestling, one day, even if it's 100 years from now, closes their doors. Whenever you see this championship, you're going to think of PJ Savage. And that is no disrespect to any of the champions that came before me, because there's a hell of a list of champions. One of the best champions lists that any company has to offer, bar none, on the independent scene. You got Monster Mac, the OG, my mentor, somebody who's done it all, who's been one of the most legendary tag team wrestlers of all time. Johnny Moran, the man, looked like $1 million, and he went through every challenge you put in front of him. And whatever company he was in, the time that he was champion and he was holding his champion, he would have been champion at any other company he went into. But he chose just to stay here, Titan Championship Wrestling in Sanctuary, where he was basically at a stronghold on the belt over there. And then you have Mr. Anthony Gangone, my arch rival. No one can ever deny how good and great Anthony Gangone is. Shit, I saw some wrestler cut a promo and call him a local legend. I wanted to smack that wrestler across his face. Anthony Gangone's not no goddamn local legend. Anthony Gangone is going down as one of the greatest independent wrestlers there ever was to ever be in the ring. His mind works different. He's a different animal. Now, that's the guy I want to stand in front of. That's the guy I wanted to be in front of and challenge myself to. And I did that. And what happened? I did it. Came out on top. I showed who I was. I showed what I was going to be. And yeah, there's a lot of these amazing moments, man. But who knows? Maybe tomorrow night, I do hand the belt to Jacko. Get the fuck out of here, Raymond. Who are we talking about? This is PJ Savage we talking about. The only person I'm handing that belt to is Lucas. Because Lucas is going to be in the front row tomorrow night. And you see something? You see something? Lucas's birthday is on Monday. And he's been looking forward to this show, where his dad and his uncle are going to fight each other. Raymond, you think I'm going to disappoint Lucas on his birthday?
If I was a betting man, I would definitely. I'm betting that's a no right there.
At the house, baby. No. Because whatever I got to do by any means necessary, whether it's the monitor over his head, whether I beat Jacko with Jerry himself, I don't care what I have to do tomorrow night. I'm going to get it done, because that's what's in front of me, bro. It's, do you let the emotional strings pull you? Do you let the family ties pull you? Do you let the good guy pull on you?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert, no, man. Because this is what guys like Bougie, this is what guys like Jack always said about me. They know the real me. And PJ Savage would destroy the closest person to him to get this championship. And they're not wrong. They're not. Nothing's going to get in front of me for providing for my family and becoming number one. Raymond, what's the number? One. Is there two there? Can there be two number ones? Can two guys hold this championship at the same goddamn time?
That is a negative.
Can more than one person be the face of a company? No. When TCW puts up their banners, it's one face that goes in the middle, and it's mine. And it's going to be like that for a very Long time. You see, because I feel like I just got started on my championship reign. I feel like this is just the beginning. I feel like tomorrow night is night one. And tomorrow night, when all those fans trickle into Hoboken, New Jersey, into the outside, they're going to witness PJ Savage be at possibly the most ruthless he's ever been in his whole entire career. This isn't a promo. This is real. I have so much pent up shit in me, and my mental demons are always fighting each other. It's like fucking Dragon Ball Z in my head. I got Vegeta and Goku beating the shit out of each other in their head. Do we stay sane? Do we go crazy? Do we stay sane? Do we go crazy? I don't care. We're just gonna be savage, and whatever goddamn happens, it happens. As long as I walk out with the win. That's it, brother. That's it.
And that's again, that is my worry when it comes to tomorrow. Not just what you're possibly willing to do, but what Jocko's willing to do now, man. Because again, I know your mentality. I know what that means to go savage. We have seen it. Like I said, I've seen it time and time again calling those championship matches. But what's happening to Jocko now? We tried to get a word from him this week. I don't know if you saw the promo that was posted that was filmed by the great Kevin Wood himself. And he didn't say a word. It didn't look like it. It just looks like he's going in this other side of him, man. And again, we saw that before Guerrilla Warfare when he walked into the I Quit match. And that is a scary sight, man. Because again, what will happen tomorrow? What are you two going to be willing to do to each other? And the scary part is, again, we've seen what you do to guys you hate, to guys that you could not stand. And now we're seeing what you two will be willing to do to each other. That, again, you guys were as close as brothers.
And
this is
don't get it wrong.
To be you're the one calling this tomorrow. It's disheartening. It's heartbreaking, man.
We will always be brothers because we're from Gleason's. It's a family thing, bro. It's a family thing. We're gonna destroy each other tomorrow. But that's how we were trained. That's how I was trained. I got put into the middle of a ring and had 20 wrestlers lined up with years of beat the shit out of me until I learned how to move away from it, until I learned how to block, until I learned how to register, until I learned how to counter, how to get on top, how to start whipping their ass now, until I became the guy that ran the ring. That's real shit. That's how we were trained. So like, that's the difference. That's what it has to frustrate Jacko. It has to frustrate any other, because any other man put in front of Jacko would lose tomorrow. He's gonna tap into demons he probably thinks he's never tapped into. He's gonna tap into something tomorrow that the fans probably have never seen. But you know who has seen it? Me. That's why I believed in him so much. That's why he was a part of my crew. That's why he was in every car I rode on. I only surround myself with guys that have talent, that want it. And Jacko was the cream of the crop. The four guys you saw walk everywhere together, that was the cream of the crop, brother. That wasn't just four guys that were hanging at the bottom. We weren't low-hanging fruit. Those four guys was at the top. Here's the thing. And I don't think a lot of people know this. And this might rattle a couple cages. When the four of us left Gleason's, because we all of us have to learn how to fly the coop and fly on our own, spread our wings. And when we thought it was time to fly the coop and learn how to spread our wings, the heavyweight champion was PJ Savage. Tag team champions, Jacko and Face. And the light heavyweight champion and North American champion was Bougie. All four guys, top of the mountain. We put ourselves at the bottom of every single ladder. we know what we are. We know how dangerous we are with each other. And Jacko has, he's done his own thing for the last couple months. He's really done his own thing. He doesn't even get in the car with me no more. He's really done his own thing the past couple months. But I'm going to tap into that old Jacko that's still in him. The one that is dangerous. And I'm going to bring it out of him. And I'm going to make him take risk. And when he takes risk, good night. Plain and simple. I don't have to hide my game plan. Will emotion be involved? I don't know, man. Will Jerry get involved? Will forces at B get involved? I don't know, but I don't care. I'm going in as a man on a mission tomorrow night, and it's not going to stop, brother. Nothing's going to stop. So whatever Jacko thinks he's going to do that's dangerous, and all of you have never seen it before, I have. And I know what that monster is. And I'm happy to go to war with that monster, because that monster is going to make me better. But it's still going to be my night, right? I'm telling you right now, nothing's going to stop that. I don't care what I got to do in that ring tomorrow night. I'm leaving home with them championships. I got too much riding on the line. Too much.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you haven't already, make sure you get your tickets. Be there tomorrow night. It is Savage Intentions as we return live to the Hoboken Elks Lodge. Stat card from top to bottom. And again, it's a Halloween horror night, so you never know, because everyone's entitled to one good scare this time of year. But as we continue here, we got my good brother Adam Kane saying we got to scrap one of these days. Well, he did just make his way finally to win, so I can imagine he's going to be watching that championship match next week.
You know what, man? I definitely want to scrap with Adam. I definitely do. And I want to do it on his home turf. So VPW, let's make it happen. I want to face Kane Industries. Of course, I want another chance to smack Anthony Gangon. But I would love to face Adam on his home turf. And maybe I'll return a favor. Tell you, brother. Talent's talent. And I want to face the best that's out here. And Adam Kane's one of the best out here, bar none.
There we go. Also, we got ABJ himself, Anthony Blackwell, said, "I'm sorry for your loss, PJ. Much love, brother." There you go. I can imagine that's another thing, man, on your head right now. Which again, I thank you for being here, but after the sudden, just heartbreaking news from yesterday of the corner man himself passing, man, just again, my condolences. Like I told you before we even got on air, because I know how much that is just the whole Gleason's family, everyone that's been touched by just how much of a great person that he was. I can imagine is how much that's hurting right now. I'm truly my deepest condolences, man, and much love to you, man.
Man, Corner Man was special, bro. He was special. He's one of the best dudes I ever met. Juan, Charlie, Corner Man, everybody knows him by all these names.
Yes.
I know him by brother, because that's what he was. He was a brother. He's one of the guys that guided me, that trained me. We were brothers, and just like me and Jacko, a lot of us never all got along with each other at certain points. But he was always the first person to be like, I was wrong. Or, I love you, bro. Let's go to the bar. You get that. And, man, losing him is a blow to the family of Gleasons, to the brotherhood that we have. But, man, has he left a legacy behind that I don't even think he knows how special he was. He touched so many people. He helped out so many people. That's what a lot of people wonder, where, like, I get the whole gist of helping the next guy out. Yeah, Johnny always teaches us that, but that was really pushed into me by Corner Man, bro. And I promise you right now, all those guys that he was helping out, those are my guys now. I'm not gonna. That's always gonna be the cornerman legacy for me. Is make sure you help out the next guy. That's who he was at his core. He didn't care about himself, bro. He didn't. He put others in front of him countless times. I've watched it. I've witnessed it. I've seen it with my own eyes where he was just like, no, not me. I'm gonna put my neck out for the next guy. And it's crazy, bro. He was Johnny's right hand man.
Yep.
And that Johnny's definitely going through it right now. The whole family's going through it right now. We're all a big ass family. And you know what though, man? We always give all the credit to Johnny. We always do. You know? It's because that's sensei. That's how dad, bro. Like Johnny's it, bro. He's it for us. And we follow his ways like it's gospel. And Charlie, there was a lot of trainers that were in Johnny's. There was wrestlers that could get to that trainer level. There was a lot of guys that embodied it. One of the guys that come to mind is Jorge Santi. Jorge Santi, he taught me how to drop kick. And I have one hell of a drop kick, you know? Like, Santi was one of those guys. But who helped Santi learn? Who taught Santi the ropes, man? You know, that was Charlie. There's another guy named Flex, who a lot of people don't really speak about. But Flex was the guy who he molded us. Like, Flex wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for Charlie. Flex, the Demons Flex was battling. Charlie was the one that kept him happy and sane, you know? There's so many guys, man. Matt Stryker, and there's so many trainers that walked those doors in Cowboy who really taught that family aspect to us. And those unsung heroes of Johnny Rods, they're basically no-name trainers. They're guys, all of them, that can go anywhere they want and start their own schools. I mean, you see it now with Masha Slamovich, Jorge Santi. They're over at Battle Club. Why? Because they got those teachings. But yeah, Johnny really like molded you in that office. He sat you down and he drilled it into your head and he taught you how to be a pro. And when you left those doors, you were kind of like to yourself, you know, like you were. What do? You had a corner man. And he helped a lot of especially the girls. He helped a lot of the girls get to places. He helped them train on closed days. He would always open the gym when it wasn't supposed to be open and be like, yo, PJ, you want to come? Come train with us on Wednesdays, on Sundays. If you wanted, like there was weeks where I would train every day because he would open up the gym when Johnny only opened it 4 or 5 days. I could talk forever, bro. I could talk forever about the man that Charlie was, man. But the last thing I'm going to say is, as much as it sucks how he went out and the manner, but he did something all us wrestlers would be okay with doing. And that's going out on our shield. He did it wrestling. And he did it wrestling in Japan. So everybody that said Charlie couldn't go to Japan, everybody said he would never wrestle out there. Because he did it. And he sat there in the Riviera Steakhouse and he lived out his dream. Corner man, I love you, bro. We family. Gleason's forever. And that's what makes tomorrow night so special, bro. 2 Gleason guys. We get to show you what he taught us. Woo!
I said this was going to be an emotional episode. I did not think this is this is where it would be. But hey, this is why, again, tomorrow, guys, be there. See a match that has so much to it that we could have multiple episodes about, just because it would be so long to talk about all this. But again, rest in peace, the corner man, and just
It's crazy,
much
bro.
love to everyone, man. Just
Tomorrow night, you're gonna get the story, but then there's gonna be moments where me and Jacko throw that shit to the side, and we show you what Corner Man taught us, bro. We show everybody what it means to be from Gleason's. We show you what that family is. When you look at all these cards right now, Raymond, you know that shit, bro. A lot of people know it. They could deny it. They could talk about all these amazing schools, bro. They could talk about all the amazing schools out there, and there are amazing schools, and there's places that's killing it. But when you look at every single goddamn poster, there could be 10 to 12 guys on that poster. 8 of them are Johnny guys. Hell, look at Win, bro. You look at the last poster that's made for Win. This Face, this Hamlet, this Pena, this me. What are we, brother? Come, bro. People don't understand. Like, there's so many of us out there, and we're such a close knit family, bro. We push each other to the max, and that's what's gonna make tomorrow so goddamn special. It's me and Jacko are going to push each other, bro. We're gonna push each other to limits that we don't even know we have. We're gonna go that extra mile because that's what we were taught. And that's why we're on the front of all those goddamn posters. And tomorrow night, we're going to show every single body while we're in every goddamn main event there is, man. When the main events are out there, you're hearing sirens, you're hearing all their little goddamn songs, you're hearing that Johnny cry, man. But no matter what, the song that plays at the end of that night will be Corner Man's theme song, bro. Because at the end of the night, he wins. At the end of the night, he wins, man. We got to do a tribute show for Corner Man one day. There's going to be a lot of stuff that comes out. Right now, the focus is on bringing him home from Japan. And if you guys haven't already, please share, go donate to the GoFundMe. Please, man, we got to bring him home, man. We have to bring him home. He deserves it. He deserves it.
Definitely. Again, guys, it's posted on my social media right now. It's posted on PJ's. Again, if you can, even just sharing it, spreading the word and letting people know, he really deserves this, just because, again, he really went out, again, that Legends way, to do something like that, man. That it is. Jerry saying it best right there. Thank you for your contributions, Corner Man. Definitely. Now we got Aunt Tina in the chat. What's going on, Tina? What's going on? But to continue that savage way, doing what Charlie would have wanted to hear, and that is talking about another opportunity for you, man. An opportunity of possibly winning some gold after the last show. I feel like for Win, it really was when all falls down for you, unfortunately. When the unthinkable would occur in the main event, as we thought it would be a fatal 4-way featuring 4 the best Win has to offer. Yourself, Steve Pena, Adrian Santos, and Joel Maximo. And then a man that you co-train people with. A man that you've stood by in wars, have stood by side, decides to do the unthinkable and basically hand deliver the Wrestling Is Now Heavyweight Championship to Adrian Santos. And that takes us to next Saturday. Spinebuster. Adrian Santos defends against one PJ Savage right here in Brooklyn.
That it's crazy, bro, because everybody knows I'm out for championships right now, right? Everybody knows I'm out to get every single piece of gold that I can get. I hate that piece of shit. Everybody knows I'm out to get every piece of gold there is, but god damn it, man. I'm looking at that post and I don't even see the belt. All I see is Adrian. It's all I see. I'm gonna strip everything. And I told you at the show, Adrian. I told Joel, told that little rat Skills. I told all of you. I'm gonna take everything from you. October 19th, at the Soccer Roof in Brooklyn, is going to be the worst night ever for Joel Maximo, for Skills, and for Adrian Santos. It's going to be the absolute worst night. And people don't even know this. Me and Adrian are very close. Me and Adrian, we went to Puerto Rico together. Me and Adrian have slept in the same room multiple times. Me and Adrian are brothers in every sense of the word in this wrestling business. And I am going to take everything from them because you know what it was? And I felt it too, man. And I know you felt it too, Rim. That night was set up for me. And I even said it through the curtain. I knew I had to go through and handle business, but damn it, it just feels too good to be true. Is this the night I finally grabbed that belt? It almost seems a little too scripted. And right when I had it. Adrian on his knees, just like he does with Joel in the back room. Adrian on his knees, right there. We all know that's the only reason he has that ponytail, for Joel to pull on it. They got a Diddy and Meek Mill relationship. We all know that's true. The baby oil runs all through Skills. That he's the one who buys it.
Bruh.
Joel, you owe me money, motherfucker, just like everybody else. Yeah, hit me up, bitch. I'm tired of those. I'm gonna take everything from them. Everything. Joel, I love him. I do. I'll never stop loving Joel. But what he did to me is he faced me at Titan. And I beat him. 1, 2, 3. Joel's not in the SAT no more. He is the SAT now. Put it like that. He knows who the face of that company is. And it's not him. You know what bothered him? And I think a lot of people didn't even catch it. When you have that match and there's a vacant title, and the person that comes out last is the person that's the most anticipated, the person that the crowd wants to hear, it's usually the biggest roar and the biggest pop, especially in the main event, usually that's the championship entrance. And when there's no belt on the line, it's who the fans are here for. And right before you get Adrian Santos out first, because no one knows him, you got Santos out first. Then you got Pena, who should have been second to last. But, you know, he's in the house of Joel and Skills. So Pena gets treated like an afterthought. And then PJ Savage music hits? No. Joel music hits. And there's a sign in the front row. Raymond, do you remember what that sign said?
Unfortunately, I can't.
The sign said house that PJ Savage built. And Joel looked right at that sign, and no, he did. I know he looked at that sign, and I know it bothered every piece of him that it said that. But yet again, here's PJ Savage walking into a company he doesn't belong into, working his way up the ladder the right way, earning everything the right way, and here he is about to be the face numero uno. And what does he do? I don't know if he just got excited because Adrian was on his knees, but he hit me in between the legs. You know, maybe he had flashbacks of Adrian on his knees in other situations that he was like, oh no, I can't really let PJ win. Adrian's been on his knees too much. You know, that's why he wears jeans, because he can't show all the scars on his knees. Look, Adrian, I'm gonna have fun with you after this weekend. But I heard through the grapevines that Adrian's gonna open up the show with a celebration. It's gonna be a coronation for El Jefe, El Puta. It's gonna be a coronation for El Puta.
Oh man.
I think I'm invited. Even if I'm not invited, I'm gonna invite myself. I might, you know, I'm feeling a little happy. I know I got a big match to prepare for. We might get there. We might, you know. I mean, because he's celebrating in the ring, so he necessarily can't get on his knees. So He might still have some stamina. But Adrian, you know what's crazy, man? Adrian, all jokes aside, Adrian's a hell of a talent. I love seeing that championship on him. I do. Because I'm going to beat the shit out of him and take it from him. And he's going to be another guy that remembers, damn, PJ Savage was just that damn good. And then I'm going to hold that championship on my shoulder and I'm going to wait for one person. Do you know that person's name, Raymond?
I want to say it's unfortunately the former Wrestling Is Now heavyweight champion, one Joey Conway.
Joey knows. That's the match I want. Joey Conway versus PJ Savage for the Wrestling Is Now heavyweight championship because I want to beat it out of him. I want no doubt. I want no stone unturned. And Adrian, you have become this thorn that just honestly came out of nowhere. But Adrian, come next Saturday, you're going to witness what it's like to live in the era of Savage. It ain't fun. Just for me, it is.
Here's, I guess, Adrian's response at Hefe saying, you live in a fantasy, Papa. Win is the one place you will never be a champion. I'll make sure of it.
You see that? And that's what I said. I didn't even see the belt. I saw Adrian.
Yeah.
I don't even think in 2 weeks' time it's about the belt for me. It's about beating the shit out of Adrian Santos. It's about making sure that Joel Maximo and Skills leave and they had the worst night in their careers. I'm going to be a nuisance to every single thing about Win come next Saturday. PJ Savage is going to be all over that goddamn show. If you see Joel Maximo, you're going to see me. If you see Skills, you're going to see me. If you see that big puto Adrian Santos who's always on his knees, you're going to see me. It's going to happen. You laughing because you know it's true. You saw it too, didn't you? You saw it too. Or did he actually go get baby oil? Did he ask you? I heard he was asking people in the back. No? He didn't ask you?
I'm gonna just plead the fifth on that one because
he did. I know he did.
Again, I will be on commentary for that one and just Jesus, that's good. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, that will be, like I said, in Brooklyn. That's gonna be next Saturday night, October the 19th, live from the Soccer Roof in Crown Heights, Brooklyn, New York. Make sure you're there because it's going to be a stacked event. And this is shaping up to be.
Why is the shirt buttoned up so tight? He already got no neck. Why is it up there like that? Why he look like that? Why? Why, Raymond? With his glasses that he got from his sister's quinceañera. Why does he look like that? All them goddamn guys. Come on down here, bro.
I'm gonna give a shout out my boy Toe in the chat. Yo, what's going on? Showing some love here for
That's
PJ.
what Santos look like. He look like a toe with mad hair on it. That's what Santos looks like.
You killed
me. Hey, damn right, Billy. El puta. Hey.
We got Anthony Small saying PJ living up to his name. He's definitely being savage right now. He's definitely being savage.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm PJ Savage out here. I'm not P. Diddy like Joel Maximo. Look, there's a difference. You know, that's why I'm the face of Win too. That's why I'm the face of independent wrestling, because I'm real. I'm savage. I'm unfiltered. I'm unleashed, unchained. You know, I'm not on my knees. I don't do those kind of things. I'm not in the back room going, you know, the belt would look great on me. I don't do that, Raymond. You know that. I just beat the crap out of the guy holding the belt. I don't do that. I don't have. Look, he even got the belt handed to him while he was on his knees. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know nothing, Billy. You no sé nada. I don't.
Yeah, you all know. You all know. I'm pretty sure Joel owes all y'all money. I'm pretty goddamn sure he owes me. Raymond, you laughing because he probably hasn't paid you for commentary in 3 weeks. I'm telling you,
He owes me. He owes everybody. He didn't pay me for the last 3 goddamn shows. The only reason I'm there is because I want the goddamn belt. That's the only reason I keep coming by. He tried to hand me baby oil last time. Him and Skills, man, I'm telling you. Skills is a nuisance too. He looks like a goddamn rat. You ever saw Pinky in the Brain? Skills looks like the skinny Pinky in the Brain one. He looks like the skinny one with some Jordans and some constructions on. And Skills, we all know those are fake jerseys. You got them shits from Temu. I know they're fake. You tried to offer me some too. You got fake Jordans. I know they fake. We all know you fake as shit. You fake daddy Yankee ass looking motherfucker. We all know you fake as shit.
Bruh.
Look, all them chains come from Temu. Him and Joel, I'm tired of Joel. Joel's gonna fucking get it. And then that big hairy toe Adrian Santos. And Yo, what happened to your neck? What happened to your neck? Adrian, you still here, ain't you? Or you eating tortas? What's going on, bro? Huh?
I think Adrian might have left the chat. He's no
Thank
longer.
God. Thank God. Thank God, that piece of shit. My Billy, remember that Ecuadorian nightmare? You remember that shit?
He's just giving you
that
the thing.
That shit was horrible. Oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck you to watch next Saturday. It's going down. Torta. It's going down, you hairy fucking toe. This guy, pardon the language. If there's any children or people at home watching this that does not like vulgar language, if you do not like watching vulgar things, do not watch Adrian Santos wrestle either. He fucking sucks. It's horrible. I'd rather watch Robin Bird on a Friday night. Like, this is bad. It's bad. You ever saw Ray? You ever saw Adrian Santos match?
I've called a few. I've called a few.
Yeah. That's not what I asked you. I asked you, have you ever went on any kind of platform and typed in Adrian Santos versus? No one ever has. No one. Los Famos on my knees. That's what he does. I'm telling you, brother. This is some shit. I'm going to beat the crap out of you. I done messed with the wrong one, Adrian. You, Joel Diddy, Maximo Mill. I'm telling you, I'm coming for each and every one of you. I loved all of you like family, and now you're waking the beast inside of me. That's just going to be dangerous. It's going to be absolutely dangerous. I've never hit a toe so hard before. It's going to be like stubbing a toe on a bed. That's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to hit you so hard, Adrian. I might pop your neck back out. It might happen. Don't drink water right now, Raymond. I'm warning you. Right now is the last time you want to drink water. It's not happening. We're talking about Adrian Santos' career. Matter of fact, let's go online since we're talking about that torta. Look, go on Cage Match and type in his name. I bet you like 3 matches pop up. 3. 3. Maybe 1 because I was in it. Maybe, you know? It's going down Saturday. Look, I'm going to have fun in Brooklyn. I haven't wrestled in Brooklyn in a couple months. I'm going to go there and I'm going to have some fun. I know Adrian's going to be at the taco truck. And we're going to have an amazing night. I'm going to beat the shit out of him. I'm going to whip his ass with tacos. He's going to celebrate. I'm going to make him eat his own cake. Hey, look, Adrian. Hey, last one. I know I'm being a little mean here. I'm sorry. Don't mean to be a bully. I teach my kids not to be bullies. But Raymond, I'll make you one promise. One promise, right? If he has a celebration, it'll be the first night that he eats actual cake and not Joel Maximo's cake. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you goddamn knees, God damn it. Jesus Christ. How's that SAT salad taste, huh? How's that say? You're tossing skills in the air, you know what I mean? Huh?
Oh, Jesus.
Goddamn no neck Santos over here. I'm gonna beat his ass. He looked like a broken turtle.
Oh, God. Yo, exactly, Anthony. Hey, you're killing Tina and Billy in the chat.
Just saying.
Yo, Big Ant dying over there. Oh,
Big Ant, no, Ant told me. Ant walked in. He tried to get paid from Joel, which no one does. That's might as well be working for Bob Furio. You get what I mean? Yeah, I'm just saying. Ben Bishop, shout out Ben Bishop, my man. I see you. Adrian Santos has never seen his neck, but Adrian Santos probably swipes his neck and mad shit comes out.
Billy.
Yeah,
Billy.
I told you. But Big Ant, he walks into the room and Adrian's on his knees. He said, "I'm practicing to take PJ's knee because I know I'm losing tonight." That the white light hits his face. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wait, just before this continues, we're gonna remind everyone again. Tomorrow, be there. TCW presents Savage Intentions. Gonna be a stacked event. We return to the Hoboken's Elks Lodge. You're not gonna want to miss it. Again, it's a Halloween horror night. It's truly gonna be savage. Get your tickets right now. They will be available at the door as well. Make sure you are following TCW on all of their social media. Links will also be in the description down below. Also, make sure you are following PJ Savage on all of his social media right there. So that way you stay up to date with everything PJ's got going on as well. And that way you can also find the link to the GoFundMe to be able to, again, help out with the Quarterman's funds because, again, get him home, guys. Definitely get him home. PJ, again, we thank you for the laughs, for a little bit of the cry here, but it's definitely going to be an eventful 2 weeks. It's definitely
man. Tomorrow night's gonna be special. Tomorrow night's an event that everybody needs to be in. Hoboken's an amazing place. Please get out to Hoboken, and then hey Billy, you want to, in the spirit of Halloween, you want to see what Adrian Santos would look like as your champion?
And on that note, everyone,
I can't really get on my knees. I tried. It's just not in me, brother.
Thank you to everyone that's watching. We will see you on the next one. And again, we'll see you tomorrow night in Hoboken. We'll see you next week in Brooklyn. But till then, everyone, don't forget to be wise, be genuine, be real, be better people, respect the craft. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, everybody.